Be that person that's very loud early in the morning. You will have people that really will hate you, hate to be very headstrong. That's
what's up. Tomorrow never come, and I don't see you again. Oh
yeah. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's the one and only Marianoarmani. If you click on this video, you already know we're about to get into. I'm about to give you all the tips on how to have a successful school year. Like, I'm about to give you the whole guide, like, to tell you like how to have a good school year. Now, this is, I'm gonna say this gonna lean more towards high schoolers. I would say more like freshmen and sophomores, because I feel like if you're going like the 11th grade, 12th grade, you probably got it already. I'm not saying you know everything, but you most likely got it already down pat, because you're not like the babies of the school anymore. Like, you're basically the upperclassmen. So I feel like you probably know all this stuff already because you got more experience than they do. They come from middle school, or they just like got into high school. So I would say this video gonna lean more towards them. And it's for high schoolers. Like, I would say this video would be more high schooler than any other school. If you're in middle school, you still can watch it. I'm gonna say this video gonna lean more towards like high school, because I did graduate from high school like 2 years ago. So hey, I'm just got a free game basically. So my first tip is always be organized. When a teacher give you a study guide, papers, always have an assigned folder for each class. If it's a 2-ring binder, if it's just a folder for the class, write whatever class it is, whatever subject, whether it's math, science, social studies, what I'm missing, English. Always separate that stuff, because when the teacher tell you, okay, put out this paper I gave you Monday, you don't want to be the person in the class that's standing up, rambling through your book bag, or rambling through your binders looking for that. You want to always make sure you have everything always organized, because that's going to help you in the long run. It's going to help you when they say, oh, you can use the study guide on the test, or you can use this paper I gave you early in the week on the test. You want to always keep those things, because it's going to help you in the long run. Then a teacher won't say, well, I gave the student a paper to use and they didn't use it. You don't never want to be that person. So always be organized. Keep it with your things. Keep it with things the teacher give you. Keep a clean book bag. Keep a clean locker. Keep a clean folder. Always stay organized, because it's gonna help you in the long run, and it's also gonna help the teacher look at you better. My next tip is, if you're in high school, coming off the bus, getting out of the car, student parking lot, don't be that person that's very loud early in the morning. You will have people that really will hate you, hate to see you coming. Don't be that loud person singing, making a lot of noise in the morning, because it's still early in the morning. Nobody wants to hear all that early in the morning. Don't be that person, because you're gonna be labeled very quick. Oh, that's that boy that's always loud, making a lot of noise. That's that girl always coming in the doors loud. Like, people will literally hate to see you coming. So don't be that person in high school, especially when you first starting out, like freshman year. Third tip is, make sure you take the right classes. You need to know if you're planning on going to college or whatever you're trying to do, make sure in 9th grade you are on track to take the right classes. Please don't be that person that only take certain class because their friends are in that class. You don't want to be that person. Make sure if you're going to college, you need to know what are the requirements. Go to what you should be taking, this and that. Don't take them classes just because your friends in them. Especially if you get there the first day of school and you already know, like, I don't feel like this class is for me. I don't think I'm gonna be able to hang in it, but my 2 friends in here, we're gonna have a good time. You just gonna put yourself more behind. Don't do that. Take classes that you really need, or classes that are the best fit for you. Not your friends, not nobody else, whatever fits for you. My 4th tip is, when high school starts, all through your high school years, try to go to everything. Because I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna regret it if you don't go to everything. I wish I would have went to more things when I was like in 9th and 10th grade, because you would make more friends. You would get more, like, you would best get more out of it. So try to go to everything. Sometimes I know it's kind of hard. Like, once you've been in school 8 hours, you don't want to come back to school and go to other things. But I would say definitely once, like, your early years of high school, try to go to at least everything. Or at least your last year of high school. Try to go to everything. I know my last year of high school, I did try to go to more things than I went to when I was in 9th grade. Plus, I didn't get to go to a lot of stuff in 9th grade because my 9th grade year got cut short because we know COVID happened. So yeah, so I wish I would have went to more things, like starting out, but at the end I tried to go to more things. So just try to go to like the school events, go to stuff, especially try to go like the prom and stuff like that, because them are like once in a lifetime moments. Like you only get 2 chances to go to prom, your own prom. They say you only get 2 tries, and so try to go to stuff like that. Try to go to homecoming dances at least once out of the 4 years. Try to say that you at least experienced that. My 5th tip, I think, is try to stay out of trouble. You're in high school now. Getting in trouble is really embarrassing, because you at the age where you know that what you're doing is wrong, or you know right from wrong, basically. And I just feel like getting in trouble in high school for certain things, like clowning around, acting up, it's kind of embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. Now, getting in trouble for like stuff like, I mean I'm gonna say even fighting is embarrassing in high school. I mean, now somebody like provoked you first, that's different, but just fighting just to fight, like, you're gonna have to know how to walk away, because nowadays I feel like in high school they try to charge you with things, like you get in real like serious trouble like with the law for fighting. So I would say definitely walk away from the fights. I mean, getting into like an argument here and there is one thing, but that's kind of also embarrassing. Like, you don't want to be that person. So I would say just try to walk away from a lot of things in high school. Don't get in trouble in class. Always stand up for what you believe in with a teacher. But just try to stay out of trouble, because you enter in high school, then them people are not gonna care about. They just gonna try to keep you in. Either they're gonna try to suspend you, kick you out of school, or give you ISS. So I would say just get to a minimum with getting in trouble. My next tip is don't be scared to ask for help. If you're in class and you really don't know what's going on, go ask the teacher for help. Because I mean, in life we all need help with a lot of different things, so we don't know everything. So only because your friend's sitting across from you or next to you and know what she doing or he doing, always still try to get help if you really don't know what's going on. I would say say at the school, or just ask teacher for more help, or raise your hand. Don't be scared to ask teacher for help. I would say record everything. Record all the funny moments you and your friends have. Every time you go to like a school event, record it, because when you graduate and throw up that cap, you're not gonna see a lot of those people no more. You're not gonna see them every day, and you should all want to look back and be like, this was the fun memories we had. Try to record everything in high school. That's the best advice I can give to anybody. My next tip is don't come in high school thinking that you're gonna have the same friend group from middle school. I'm sorry, I'm here to tell you right now in this video, you're gonna be sadly mistaken, because here's the thing. I'm gonna go from my middle school experience. Middle school, mind you, it's 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. How my middle school was, whatever grade you was in, then the people you was with all day long. There was a lot of us, like, it was a lot of us students, like it was a lot of us in 7th grade, a lot of us in 8th grade, but you would kind of see them all the time, because it's one grade hallway in middle school. When you get in high school, you got 4 grades, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. So it's way more people than it was in middle school, and you're going to be in different classes with people every time. Now, honestly, how school is set up, it's like if you got like advanced classes, regular classes, classes like that, most of the time you still gonna be in the class with people that you normally, because y'all are y'all on the basically same level, but you will be around more people. You won't see them people all the time, because you got more chance to make more friends. And I would personally say take it. If you with different people all the time, try to make new friends, because you're gonna see these people a lot. Don't try to hold on to that, oh, I got this same friend group from middle school, we just gonna ride it out. No, it's not gonna ride it out, because they're gonna be someone making new friends, so you should too. Don't hold on to that. Please don't. That's the best advice I also can give to anybody. Make new friends when you can get in high school. I'm not gonna say leave your middle school friends, but also venture off and knowing that it's okay to make new friends, because you're not always gonna have them every step of the way of high school. That was my next tip. Also, don't limit yourself to just one friend group. I'm not gonna say I was being like every friend group, but like I said, let it be okay with making more friends than just the friend group that you came in high school with, because 9 times out of 10 you're not gonna leave with that friend group. My next tip is if you get into a relationship, please keep it low key. you might still just be together, but don't be that couple that always like hung up in the hallway, always on each other. Like the whole school know y'all dated, because here's why. Now that everybody knows you dating in the school, you're gonna have eyes on you 24/7, which means if you're talking to another girl, most likely they telling your girlfriend. It's vice versa. If you're talking to a boy, they telling your boyfriend. Like everybody is on a demand to keep an eye on their relationship. So it's also gonna start more issues. If it was just a friendly conversation, like, can I see your notes? Now they running back and forth telling you this such talking to this person, this such. That's why if you are dating in high school, keep it to a minimum, because you don't want to be that couple that now the whole school is in your business. Don't be that relationship, because I promise you that's how high school relationships end very quickly. My next tip is, don't think high school is what you see on these TV shows like Degrassi, All American, anything on Netflix series that based in high school. Please don't think high school is like that, because I'm here to tell you it's the literally complete opposite of that. Like that is literally just TV. High school is literally different. You don't walk down the hall with a notebook in your hand, and like that stuff you see on TV is literally just for TV. High school, most of the time, either somebody making noise in the hallway, or you just walk to your class with your headphones in. Like high school is nothing like you see on TV. I'm sorry. My next tip is, when you get in high school, you will get peer pressure a lot, whether it's just smoking, you know, vapes, sex, you know, skipping, fighting, all them things you're gonna get peer pressure to do. Be very headstrong. That's all I can honestly tell you. Like, to prevent any of those things, be very headstrong. If you that's what you want to do, you know, that's between you and yourself. But if that's something you really don't want to do, please don't do it until you're ready. You feel like you're ready to do those things. If you don't want to smoke until you get in 12th grade, that's up to you. Don't feel like you're gonna get peer pressure. Well, you're gonna get peer pressure to that thing, but don't feel like you have to. That's all I'm gonna say. My next tip is, I'm not gonna tell you to not like date upperclassmen. That's honestly up to you. But yeah, hey, you might really find your soulmate. I'm not. I don't know, but I'm not gonna be the person to be like, don't date upperclassmen if you're in 9th, 12th, 10th grade. That's your choice. You know, I know people always like, don't date them, but hey, I know people that's married that was in 9th grade and their boyfriend was in 11th grade. Like, that's totally up to you. I mean, weed them out. That's all I can say. Next tip is, take notes and keep up with your notes. As my first tip was, always, if a teacher tell you that a worksheet she gave you was important, keep up with it. Please keep up with it. Like I said, have your stuff separated, because hey, that's really gonna it's really gonna help you, because you also can go back. Especially now, I feel like nowadays teachers always saying you can use your notes on the test. You can use a worksheet I gave you. And I honestly feel like they do that more and more now, because they know students do not keep up with the stuff they give them. So I feel like that's why they're more comfortable to be like, you can use that worksheet I gave you early in the week, because I feel like most of the time they know people is not keeping up with that stuff for real. So that's the best advice I can give. You want to be successful in the class, keep up with your worksheets that the teachers give you, study guides, anything that the teacher give you that looks like it can help you on the test. Keep up with it. My next and final tip is this for all my fellow lover people out there. Don't feel like in high school you have to be in a relationship. Like I said, I know you're gonna see a lot of couples hooked up. You're gonna be like, your friends gonna be like, oh, I'm talking to this person, I'm talking to this person. Don't feel like you have to be in a relationship in high school. I mean, honestly, it really only makes you lose focus of what you came to do in high school, and it just makes you only focusing on that particular thing in high school. Don't feel like you have to be in a relationship. You really don't have to be. If you choose to be in one, that's you. But don't feel like it's really a priority, because honestly, it's not. Like I said, it only messes you up from the task at hand. But that is my final tip. If you go through all these tips, write them down, put them in your notes, whatever, you have a successful high school. You will be successful in high school, basically. But that's all I got for this video. If y'all want me to do any type of videos, give me y'all more tips or anything, just leave it in the comments or DM me on Instagram at Marianoarmani. But that's all I have for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next. I'm out.
I want my baby to have your eyes. I'm going against my own advice. Should I do New York? I can't decide.